Welcome to Audio Portraits. Our guest today is Elyse. She's a fitness influencer. She's got a clothing brand, and she's a trainer. What do you know about her, Jawan?
Honestly, I just met her today. I did a little bit of research on the way here, so I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much, but that's what the podcast is for.
Yeah, it is.
To learn.
Now,
Welcome to the podcast, Elyse.
Thank you, guys, for having me.
Of course. How's your day been going?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
Went to the gym.
Nice.
You know? Yeah.
Nice. What else did you get up to?
Filmed a YouTube video this morning. That was a vibe. It was good. Filmed some glutes.
I like that.
Which you have to film glutes.
You have to film glutes.
Yeah.
See, I was saying her business revolves around glutes, as they say, to be politically correct.
You're the only one that even knew that. So why don't you just tell us
Wait,
a little bit?
So you did research, but
But-
But you don't know about the glutes?
No, I know, but I mean, our audience doesn't know.
Oh.
Yeah, our audience doesn't know.
Well, basically, I have the best glutes in the gym. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But she's not kidding.
No, she's not kidding, because sometimes I'll be in the gym. People are like, that girl has the best glutes and in the gym.
They use the word glutes as well?
No, they use the word ass. but-
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Glutes.
But yeah, no, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I am a fitness trainer, like he said, online trainer. I train stoner girls that smoke and go to the gym. But I thought about it before I came on this podcast, and I was like, okay, that's what I did like a couple months ago. I feel like now I'm more of just a little bit more of an entrepreneur. Like I hire trainers. Yeah, I'm getting other girls to train the girls now, which is nice.
So it started with the cannabis, and
Yeah.
now you just add it to your roster.
Okay, bro, stop being so fucking correct, okay?
Yeah, well,
With
shit,
the cannabis,
I
yeah.
don't, I'm not trying to get banned on fucking Instagram.
On YouTube,
you know?
yeah, word.
Like,
All my
we gotta
stuff
keep
gets
it.
banned
We
all
gotta
the
keep it
time.
somewhat PG.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the thing with being a trainer is you like honestly have to stand out from everyone else. And I think that just putting 420 and like just cannabis, anything in my content, people were able to like relate to it so much more than just a regular trainer with nice glutes, you know?
100%.
So wanting to stand out, is that why you chose, having stoner people working out with you, or is there more to it?
Not like it's not why I chose it. I feel like I put out one TikTok and it blew up, and it was about smoking and going to the gym. And it was like a Sunday, me vibing. I was like benching, and everyone freaked out. Everyone's like, I do that, like whatever. And then my next TikTok, I was like, should I make a Facebook group for all of us? And the girls kind of freaked out. They're like, yeah, I want to join the Facebook group. So I made this Facebook group, and now it's at like 33,000 girls. It's insane.
That's crazy.
After like
I can't
6
even
months.
imagine
So it's
that.
actually crazy. I'm glad that you listened to your audience, though. Like, you literally picked up that instantly and then was like, okay, well, I should start a Facebook group for everybody to kind of represent.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of being a content creator and just like building businesses and stuff, like I feel like all of it is just listening to what other people want, especially nowadays. Like now being online, you really have to just be able to like put your face out there and be really almost vulnerable and like that kind of thing, you know?
So how many comments do you actually read? Do you read all your comments, or are you just pretending right now?
I do read all my comments, and some of them are so bad, you guys. Like on YouTube, I swear
interesting.
it's like just hate comments. But some of them, like it balances out. You get so many good comments and you get so many bad comments, and it's like, you know, you kind of pick and choose what you want to listen to. But yeah.
You know why, I bet? Because on Instagram, people will post a picture of their family. They'll have a profile picture. On YouTube, it's a little bit more distant, right? They don't have the profile pictures. It's just like user, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Just saying some mean shit. But
Yeah. How do you deal with the positive comments versus the negative comments? Like, do you think that affects you?
and be honest.
Yeah, I think occasionally it does. Occasionally I can listen to them and I can feel myself changing my content because of that, and I can feel myself almost changing like the way that I am. And even in the gym, like I get a lot of comments being like, oh, like she's not wearing enough clothes and whatever. And like I understand that that's my brand. Like I'm like, I have to, like you said, like show off the glutes because that's you know what I have, and it's like just a selling point. Like, but a lot of times, you know, people will say that stuff, and then like for a whole week I won't take off my pump cover at the gym because I'm just like insecure about it. But then I'm like, it just doesn't make sense to me because I'm like, I'm building this business around this, so I have to be that way. You know, I've built this business around being fit and having like, you know, a decent physique, so you have to show that off.
Yeah. Nice physique, not a decent physique. Elite physique, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. No, for sure. Because if you're saying this in such like a humble way, like, oh yeah, I have a nice physique, I have to, you know. But the truth of it is, you have built a whole business around your physique, so you should be showing it off. You should be, you know, strutting it around and almost marketing it, right?
That's what I wanted to touch on too, because like exactly that point. It's like you're told to, you know, use your strengths in life. It's like, why would you not use that as a strength? And I don't get why people like to put other people down for something that they're using to their benefit. Like, it doesn't really make sense to me. It's like, why would you not?
I completely agree. I think it's also like you have to convince yourself that, I mean, you almost have to tell yourself over and over that like the people that are going to hate on you are like obviously not doing that well, or, you know, like they're not happy, but it's still, you read some of those comments and you're like, oh, like how can you say that, you know?
So you're still a girl then?
Yeah.
You
I'm
still have
still
feelings.
normal.
You still have feelings, yeah.
But to stay on that topic though, it's like what would you tell somebody else that's, you know, coming up and comer and is struggling with dealing with the harsh comments? Like, what would you tell somebody like that?
I would honestly just fuck the haters. Like, I just think that like for me, when I took myself out of that place of listening to other people, that's when I really started to succeed. Like, if you think about it, what I'm doing, like smoking in the gym, is not really something that people really want to support unless they do it themselves. So like, I am really putting myself out there, and I'm kind of taking that and, you know, taking those hate comments as they come. But yeah, like as soon as I started promoting, or not even promoting, but just saying that I smoke and go to the gym, that's when all my accounts grew. And it's like, that was just me being so myself. And I think you just have to go back to that and just be like, why am I actually doing this? You know?
That's like literally a perfect example of like being yourself and it, you know, paying off, because a lot of people want to be fake, and like it may work for a certain amount of time, but then your true colors show, and then it's like it's so hard to make content around lies.
I agree.
And it's a lot easier to make content around something that's true to you, right?
It's probably really hard to lie when you're high as fuck too. You know?
That too is like trying to sit there
Yeah,
pondering
you're-
on a
you're at
fucking
the
lie. You're
purest.
like, not even sure what to lie about right now,
Yeah,
but I'll just keep it pushing.
So what's next, I guess, for you? You said you're building your Instagram, you're building your YouTube. You know, obviously the goal is to monetize it a bit, right?
Yeah, I think the next thing that I'm really focused on is bringing some of the girls from the Facebook group and getting them to essentially work with me, or like do things that they actually like enjoy doing, but doing it for Lifted, and doing it, my brand is called Lifted Lifting, and doing it like with other girls that like to smoke, because I feel like I've already hired a couple girls, and they honestly, they love it. Like, they're like, I'll quit my full-time job to work, you know, beside you. And I just want to give as many opportunities to these girls as I can. Like, I thought about it and I was like, oh, I could keep, you know, training and whatever. Like, it's pretty good money doing online training, and it's pretty easy. You know, you're just making programs and whatever. But I was like, I think I just want to give back as much as I can to this community. And I want to be like, you know, if you guys can do something that you like to do, like say some of them like graphic design or something. And like, honestly, I don't want to sit in front of my computer for that long and like design all this stuff. So why doesn't someone else do it, you know? So I think that's the next thing, is just getting more of the girls involved.
Do you have like a plan of how you want to do that, or is it kind of like you're just taking it step by step?
Step by step. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's kind of humbling. Like, I think it's fine. I just think that I've been watching so many podcasts of other business owners and stuff, and entrepreneurs, and they don't know what they're doing either.
Honestly, as long as you're you, and you'll figure it out, right? At the end of the day. And
Yeah.
I think people love to see I wouldn't say the struggle, but when people are learning, there's progress and things like that. They're willing to grow with you, because not everybody is in the same position in their life, right? And there's people in different positions at all times, and I think you can relate to a lot of people, whether they're going through it or they already made it, just because, you know.
I fully agree to that, because like I just kind of look back at when I started my little career and what I do. It's like I watched a lot of YouTube, and I watched YouTube on people that were low key very good at what they did, but they were still learning and they were still progressing on everything. They weren't experts at everything, so it's a lot more relatable with watching those, and then I don't know, it gives you more confidence to go out and do what you want to do, right?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like with the content right now, like with TikTok and podcasts and stuff, people have been so real, and I feel like that is so it makes people like me feel more comfortable, like you're saying. Like, people are actually sharing more about their journeys of like how they started their business, and you know, how maybe they're really struggling or something. And I just feel like it's so real now that you can actually relate to people. Whereas I feel like a couple years ago, like, Instagram is so, everyone's just trying to be aesthetic, and everyone's just trying to, you know, show off the good of their life and whatever. And I feel like the most engagement that I get on my posts is when I'm literally just me. So it's like,
Why change it?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, tell us about your fitness journey, and like, why is fitness so important to you?
My fitness journey. So I started 2020, like when lockdown happened, when COVID happened. I just got really depressed. Like, a lot of people got depressed, and I feel like fitness was, I started with yoga and like meditation and stuff, and that was basically what started it. Honestly, I feel like getting into fitness, like, it was really hard. Like, it was so hard, especially working out at home. That was so rough, you guys. Like, I did not want to do that. But then you get into it and you're like, this makes me feel so much better. And then I think, like a lot of fitness people do, like, once you start feeling that, it's like you just want to share it with everyone. Like, I remember trying to like convince everyone to start working out, and it's like, just nobody even wants to hear it. Like, you're so passionate, like, but you don't want to force people to do it, but at the same time you do, but nobody ever does it. So that's how I got into fitness. And then once I did that and I wanted to share it and stuff, I took my course, and I was like, I just want to be a trainer. And I knew that I wanted to work online, because I spent so much time in the gym filming and just being in the gym that I was like, if I have to train people too, like, I will hate the gym. Like, it would just be way too many hours in the gym. So yeah, that's how I got into it, and then just building my business after that.
Was it in Calgary where you started?
I started in New Zealand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what made you move to Calgary, actually?
So I was in New Zealand for, I think it was 3 years, and I actually got stuck there because of COVID. So my
Yikes.
It wasn't too bad though. Their lockdown was really good. Like, as soon as we went into lockdown, I think we were in lockdown for like 2 months, and then it was over, because I think we had no cases. So we were just like living our lives while everyone else was still in lockdown. Like, it was pretty good. Yeah. But I did get stuck there. And then when I came back, I actually came back for my sister's wedding. And that was the reason that I was coming back. I was going to go back to New Zealand, but my visa was running out. So I was like, okay. And I'm from Saskatchewan, and I didn't want to stay in Saskatchewan. I don't know if you guys have been there.
Yeah,
but
I've been there.
I've been there. Ain't nobody trying to be in Sask. No offense to Sask.
Yeah, it's an
It ain't
interesting
it.
place for sure. Yeah.
So I was not going back there. And then in Canada, I feel like Vancouver's really expensive, Toronto's really expensive, and I was like, those are the two cities that I want to be in. But Calgary's still a bigger city than Regina, or than in anywhere in Saskatchewan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go to Calgary.
Nice. It's clean here. Yeah. Land of opportunities right now, especially, you know, it seems like we have a good, middle of expenses versus pay.
Land of opportunity. You made
The
it
land
sound
of
like we're from America or something.
No, man, Calgary really is blowing up, you know.
It is.
Like,
I feel like we just need a better slogan. That's all.
yeah, yeah, but I've thought about moving to Vancouver too, and you do the numbers, and with their extra taxes and then their rent and everything,
It doesn't make sense.
You just have to live with other people. You have to struggle a little bit, and
Plus their traffic is
the
crazy.
traffic is crazy. Yeah.
Well, shit, I live in Livingston. I still get the traffic.
Oh my God.
I still get the traffic. So how do you manage your social media? Like, you were telling us off camera there that, you know, social media blew up there a little bit. Like, how do you manage all of that? Do you have to like continuously post to keep up with it? Like, what's that process look like?
So at the beginning, it was just a hobby because I obviously wasn't, like, I still had a full-time job and everything when I was posting content. And after that, it was like, sorry, that distracted me.
No, it's all good. My bad.
That's
Phone's on mute
that's
now.
Straight
My
on
bad.
Javon, man. That's his fault. But go on.
So at the beginning when I was doing my content, it was a hobby. It was almost just part of my routine. Like, honestly, I would film every single time I went to the gym, or I would film in the morning. Like, I was filming a lot of meals and stuff, and I was really, really good at just getting, like, it would be like 6 a.m. I would walk in the morning, edit a reel, send it out, edit a TikTok, send it out. I got really good at it. And I feel like lately it's been kind of falling off. And the only reason that is because I'm working so hard at the back end stuff. So it's funny that you talk about content, because I actually just had a meeting with a girl this morning because I was like, I need some help with my content. Like, I need, you know, someone to help me edit. I need someone to almost like a content calendar, just tell me what to post every day of the week or whatever. But I like to put my issue with content, and I like to put my emotion into it. So like, I like to put how I'm feeling at the gym that day or that kind of thing. And I feel like for a while it was so structured and so business oriented. And lately I'm like, there's so many good things happening that I just want to share, like, all of them. And so I'm struggling a little bit to be like, okay, which pages are more business, which pages are more, you know, personal? Like, how am I structuring all my businesses, or all of my pages, I guess? And right now it's just a little bit of like going with the flow. Like, what content is doing well right now? Is it me talking on camera? Is it not me talking on camera? And I feel like that's just kind of a place where I'm at, just trying to figure it out a little bit.
I always have to ask people that make content on a continuous basis, because you post every day. Are you making content
Almost
every day?
every day, yeah.
So like, what does that process look like? Like, how do you make so much content that's not the exact same and boring and you know what I mean? Because like, once, like, for me personally, it's like, if I see the same thing over and over, like, I'm gonna get over it and find something else to watch. Like, how do you keep your audience engaged and still watching?
I found that the more interesting, like, the more things that I do in my life, in my real life, not just filming, that's when I find that my content is the best, because I'm sharing all of that with them. So, but I just film everything. Like, I go into the gym, and I had a time when I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to film today. Like, I would go in every single day and say that every single time I would film, every single time, even if I didn't use the content. It was just like it was just a habit at that point.
That's actually so good, because
That's so
it reminds me of like a reality show. It's like, at that point you don't miss anything. Like, you never miss a moment, and that's good for you for doing that.
Because I bet you on those times where you're feeling off, even if you're filming, and you're honest about it, that's what you're saying that people can relate to also, right? Because not everybody has a good day, not everybody has a good workout at that point, right? So
Yeah, I agree.
That's honestly, that's so big, because like, I was having a conversation the other day, and it's like I'm sure anybody can realize, like, when you watch social media, people are only posting on social media of the best parts of their life. So like, what would stand out for me is someone that's like honest and showing all parts of their life, not just the glitz and the glamour. They're showing the down times and the hard times and whatever that might be. And I don't know, for me, it just seems like it's a lot more intriguing, and people relate to it a lot better.
Yeah, it kind of shows you that the person is a real person.
Yeah, like,
know?
I'm not trying to watch, like, it's cool and all to see, like,
no,
all the
I know
cool
exactly
stuff,
what you're
but,
talking
like,
about. You see the guys that are like pre-competition ready, doing PRs all the time, you know?
yeah, like, what, he never has a bad day or what?
Bro, like, to get there, like, you know, you're basically starving yourself. You're like depriving your body of water, dehydrating, like, you know what I mean, to get there. And then they'll post a picture and everyone's like, nice. Yeah. But nobody shows like how, you know, if you got a regular job, you gotta still wake up 9 in the morning hungry as fuck, you know, and you gotta go to work. But yeah, I mean, that actually is a good point that you're making. I would love to see more of, you know,
Yeah,
content
like
from people that are like, fuck, I'm struggling a little bit right now.
so like that
you
being
know?
said, don't get it twisted. It's
Yeah.
like I'm not trying to watch your struggles all day, but like
But you
I'm
can't
trying to
relate
watch
her
someone
struggles
honest.
anyways. Plus, she doesn't take any L's, bro. She takes all W's.
All
you know?
dubs in the gym, man.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. But
Yeah, it's so true though. Like honestly, any sort of content where you're real, people will react way better to it.
Yeah.
And it takes away that fake. I think that was another thing that started me on getting a little bit more vulnerable is I was like, I can't hide my whole life. Like I couldn't be one of the girls that, you know, has to get ready for everything and whatever. Like I'm just not that way in person. Like I will throw on a big t-shirt and go anywhere and I just don't really care. And if I can just make that my job and my career and just, you know, portray myself that way and not put those kinds of like
restrictions and stuff.
and
on
like
yourself.
expectations of I have to be this way all the time, you know, it takes that away.
Yeah, and I must say, like, when I met you and I was like, hey, let's collab on like on a video and stuff, you know, like sometimes I ask these fitness influencers and they're so snobby, bro. And Elyse is just like, yeah, sure, let's do it. You know,
Why
and
do you
she
think
was
that
so,
is?
She was so chill about it. She was high as fuck too. Though.
Yeah, well, like,
But,
She's probably like, yo, I'm gonna just say whatever to
yeah,
get this
she's
guy
like,
out of my face,
yeah,
yo.
she's like, legit, let's do it whenever. You know, there's no pushback, there was nothing, and I was like, oh, she's really chill, and I think that really stood out, and it kind of changed my perspective of these girl fitness influencers too, because a lot of times I'll ask them, they're like, oh, you know, you're weird, don't ask to fucking film me. It's like, bro, you do this every day. You post your ass every day.
Yeah. So why do you think that they're so like snobby and act like that?
Because maybe I look creepy as fuck. I don't know. No, but that's the vibe that they're trying to basically portrays, that like I'm weird for asking them, you know.
I see.
But
I
you know,
see.
I have a camera. I like to make sick fitness videos, so it's like, you know, there's a big disconnect there.
Yeah, you're coming with the camera in their face. They're like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. How often would you say you go to the gym? Let's talk about like fitness a little bit, because you are a fitness influencer, I guess, right? So
yeah.
for girls that are struggling, what would you say?
Struggling with what? Be specific.
Struggling, let's say, to get their ass to the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have always wondered this, because if a girl just commits to the gym and gets a nice body, I feel like their confidence level just skyrockets, you know? But they're always struggling to get to that point where they're consistent at the gym, you know? So what would your recommendation be, I guess? Or the number one thing? Because I train also, right? So I train young adults, and I have some young women that I train in their 20s, and they're always struggling to just even wake up and things like that. But then when they fall off, they get upset, and then they're like, yeah, you know, oh, now I
Lack
gotta
of motivation or
exactly
something.
now I gotta restart. Now I gotta restart my diet. Now I gotta restart working out again. And it's like, I guess in terms of consistency, what would be the advice or your why?
Like how would someone stay consistent?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Or
like
how do you do it?
I was gonna say you could tell us
Yeah.
how you stay consistent.
Yeah.
mental health. Honestly, like so I go, I mean, you shouldn't go 7 days a week, but I usually go 7 days a week.
God damn.
Yeah.
I spend so much
7
time in the
days
gym.
a
It's
week.
stupid.
There's nothing
But-
wrong with that. It's a healthy place to be, though, right?
It is. It's a healthy obsession. And I think the thing is, like, a lot of times I'm also filming. So I'll get, like, half a workout sometimes and be like, oh, I'll just go tomorrow and finish. But for me, yeah, it's definitely mental health. Like, first of all, I don't like being on my laptop all the time, but I feel like I am a lot of the time. And halfway through the day, I'm always like, oh, yo, I need to like move my body. I need to do something. So my escape is kind of the gym. And like, I feel like it's become my social time, you know, my social time, my therapy, my everything. And like, I can feel my mental health, like not getting worse, but I just feel like on days when I don't go, I just don't feel as good. Like I'm kind of lethargic. I'm just, you know, going through the motions, and it's just not really a vibe.
It's interesting that some people, when they get anxiety or don't feel good, they choose not to go to the gym, but she chooses to go to the gym so she doesn't feel that.
That's what I was gonna say, because like I definitely get that feeling. It's like when I go to the gym, I get a burst of energy and I feel a lot better. But I ain't in there 7 days a week. I'm not even in there 5 days a week.
When he said,
I'm not even gonna give you my number. I won't give you the number.
I was like,
Seven
when?
is too much.
I'm in the gym, but like I don't know. It's tough for me. It's like, because sometimes, like, I'm just talking out of my experience. Like, yeah, I will get that motivation. I know that's what I'll feel like once I go, but I don't always go. I don't really have a reason why. But it's like,
Bro, you're a single guy too, man. All the shorties are at the gym. What is he doing?
man, I ain't got nobody to
Yeah.
impress except for
All
myself,
the
yo.
girls with nice asses, they work out at the gym. That's why they have nice asses.
And what am I supposed to do? Go holler at them at the gym? This is the topic that I want to talk about right now.
Let's do
Because
this.
I'm like,
Let's fucking do
you know how
this.
many times I talk to people and I'm like, and they're like, oh, yo, like, you should go holler at that girl. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to say to this person?
Okay.
How do you holler at the gym? If someone came up to you at the gym,
This is a good topic.
what would your reaction be?
What would my reaction be?
Yeah.
Just don't do it when I'm like in the middle of a set. Cause that, like, don't do that. You know, that they will not be happy.
I feel like that
but
goes without
Isn't it a
saying.
little bit fucked up though if he's like walking up and you're like just getting into the middle of the set, now he's like standing around.
Don't wait. Like,
So
Like waiting.
she's pretty much telling me that I gotta like watch you and wait till you're done.
You kind
Now I
of-
just sound creepy.
you kind of have to be a bit of a stalker. Like, you have to.
Y'all
'cause you
listening to
can't-
this?
'cause I know I'm saying this is crazy,
Yeah.
but you can't go up in the middle of her set.
Facts.
And, you know, if she leaves, then that's game over, right?
Facts.
So you kind of have to catch her when she's between sets, when she's maybe moving, when she's, you know.
So what would your advice be? Should I ask to work in with her? Should, you know, like what's the move?
I would say just ask her for like
I don't know what you're laughing at, bro.
Yeah,
This is a
bro,
serious
bro.
question, fam.
I don't know. I'm out of the game.
'Cause,
But,
like, no,
but
but
I
for
feel
real,
like
like,
that would be crazy.
what am I
bro.
supposed to do? Am I
That
sup-
would-
like-
just to fuck up her workout? Like,
Okay, see, speaking from like, I've talked to a lot of fitness girls, and I feel like most of them are very much like, don't talk to me at the gym.
That's how I feel.
So it is kind of a vibe that, you know, you're kind of getting that vibe that nobody wants to like, yeah. Because I feel like the gym is kind of a vulnerable place. Like, a lot of people are actually really, that's why there's gym anxiety, because like, that's why that's even a thing, is because people are like, it's just such a vulnerable space.
no, I get
to
it,
be
and
in.
and I think maybe because it is 2023, all the girls are wearing, you know, these skimpy little outfits, and if your body's not that, you know, even at that level, you might be a little bit insecure about it, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Same with guys, you know, the steroids
if
is
you-
a big thing now, and everybody needs to lift 450 pounds or whatever, you know, 405. It's crazy. But you're saying your advice was to avoid this whole situation?
Well, I think you could shoot your shot.
No,
you
no,
just
we
have to
need
be,
we need to give Javon
Okay.
clear
Yeah, we
You
need-
just have to
advice,
be-
okay?
You just have to be very okay with being rejected, because you might be, I'm not saying that it's going to work, but you should probably say something about like, this is pretty boring, but be like, can you spot me on this, right? Bench, I don't know, something. Do not ask her if she needs a spot, because she will feel like a weak bitch. No, I'm not kidding. Don't ask her if she doesn't need
Yeah,
a spot.
you need some help?
If she didn't ask you, she doesn't need a spot,
Yeah.
you know?
Facts.
So ask her to spot you.
That's true. That's true.
Or somehow say that she's strong. Because, like, I feel like right now that's a thing.
I feel like I need
That
you
is
to
a
give me the words, because
compliment.
I'm like,
You just
I
walk
feel
up,
like
whatever.
whatever I'm
Damn,
gonna
bitch,
say.
you're strong.
should I talk with a deep voice or like?
Damn,
10
bitch.
out of 10.
Strong.
I don't know, man, because like I feel like my only social cue with this topic is like You know, like you'll be at the gym for a little bit and like you see a girl walk in and then, you know, eventually she sees you and then, you know, you guys go to a different workout and you guys are still kind of eyeing each other a little bit. So when you get that, you know, when you connect eyes, that's when you're supposed to holler at them.
So bring up, I don't know, something like, say, okay, if she's a gym girl, she's gonna struggle a bit on some of her lifts. Be like, I've never seen someone go to failure like that, or I've never seen a girl go to failure like that. That will pump her fucking tires.
That just
100%.
Yeah. I like that one. Hold on, let me write that down.
Listen, I got a horror story from a gym. Okay, it all starts. Let's say it's like a Tuesday, whatever. I see this good-looking Korean girl at a grocery store. I see her. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking talk to her because she kind of looked at me. I looked at her. Both Asian. You know, I was like, I need to find out who this is. Cute girl. I walk around the grocery store. As I'm checking out, she's checking out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in the same lane. I'm gonna go behind her, right? And then I'm gonna catch her on the way out. She checks out. The guy goes, shift change, blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck. So she ends up walking away. I'm waiting for the clerk to change. And all day I was like, I missed my chance. I'm like, oh fuck, I fucked up, right? The next day, let's say it's a Wednesday now, right? In the morning, I see her at my gym. I'm like, fuck, this is straight fate from God, bro.
Yeah.
All right?
I don't even know why I'm laughing.
Hold on. So I go up to her. I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm like, I think I saw you at Superstore yesterday. Like, I just wanted to get your name. Like, you're really cute, right? She goes, I'm whatever. So she gives me her name. I was like, okay, dope. Like, things went really well. We chatted a bit, you know. Finished my workout, went home, looked her up on Instagram. I was like, shit, I found her on Instagram, right?
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I added her, right? I messaged her. I said, what's up? What's up? Right?
That's what you said.
You said, what's up?
That's what you said.
But I think I just texted like, hey, it was nice meeting you today, right? I'm very straightforward.
Classy.
Right. She goes, how the fuck did you find me? Because she's not a social media girl, right? Like us living in the social media world, you know, like we know
it's
how
very
to
easy to find
interact
somebody.
and we know how to like talk to people and it's okay on social media, right? She goes, how the fuck did you find me? And now I'm like, well, I mean, you said your name was this, so I just typed it in and like.
But it's like,
But now I'm replaying this shit in my head, okay? This girl goes to the gym, she's working out. Some guy runs up to her, goes, I saw you yesterday at Superstore.
Wait, I'm confused. Some guy or you?
Me.
Okay.
In her head, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for me, this all played out like you were saying, like a nice
It was
little
a
romantic
Cinderella
story.
story.
Yeah. But in her fucking head, some guy came, I saw you at Superstore yesterday. What's your name? And then message her as soon as I got home.
See, so these are the stories that I hear, and these are the stories that I live.
You know what?
This is not possible.
You have to wait for her to stalk you.
That ain't happening. I'll be waiting forever.
No, you won't. I stalked my boyfriend, James. I did.
Young sailor
Oh
man.
shit! I guess he's a lucky guy. I'm not so lucky.
No, you just
Yeah,
have
but
to-
how often? Okay, but like girl stalking is like, you know, it's like telepathic. You know.
Yeah,
Girls
like,
will never
am I
say
supposed to?
anything.
Yeah, am I supposed to tell you? Yo,
And then guys
stalk
just
me.
out here, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. In life. No, but you know what I mean. Like, so how did the whole interaction happen then?
Well, first, I can't believe you said that you saw her at Superstore.
Yeah,
That's
I
kinda
honestly,
creepy.
No.
that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, I don't think I would have said the superstore
No, I
part,
really
but
fucked
I would have
up.
left
Yeah,
that
I
out. But
Yeah.
unless you were at the superstore gym, even though it's for women's, but like
No,
you could have been
man,
there. I don't know.
I'm so straightforward, you know, because like back then, I guess when I was single, if I liked a girl, I'd just be like, hey, you single?
Hey, we were telling you we got to be straightforward and honest, so I guess same goes for you, right?
Yeah. But there's been so many shutdowns, like, you know.
See, but that's the thing. I'm not scared of a shutdown. I'm just scared to, like, you know, when I leave the gym after my sets, then the cops are waiting for me outside. Like, ain't nobody got time for that,
You have
bro.
to feel good about your attempt. You have to feel good about your attempt. Like
Yo,
you have
all
to
my
say
attempts,
something
I feel
good.
good
in
about
it.
The
it.
universe
Yo,
gotta
you
line
don't,
up.
You don't know me, yo. My attempts are always 100.
Yeah, right.
But I just don't throw out the attempts as often. My at-bats are always, you know.
Okay,
but
so
like,
what's your line then at the gym?
I told you I don't have a line.
So you've never went
I
up to
just
a
like
girl at the gym.
see that's my thing. You guys are like, what is your line? Like I don't have a line. It's like whatever comes to mind comes to mind. Like I don't pre-plan or premeditate this.
But what would you say?
Because that's how you get
What would
thrown
you
in
say?
jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, say you're
Well,
at the gym.
Yeah, say
And
Jem,
you see
I'm a
the
cute.
girl.
Look at me, man. I'm a cute girl with a nice bum. What are you gonna say?
Obviously, yeah.
I would say you need help on the set. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna just take advice that I got today. I have no idea.
Yeah, I come here every day. I know what I'm doing.
Well, like, you know, I always see you at the gym. Like, we always run into each other. So, you know, I thought today I would talk to you.
This is the first time I've seen you.
Oh, well, fuck. I've seen you a few times. But,
No, just
but
kidding.
nice to meet
I'm
you.
just kidding. I don't know.
But yeah, see, now you're making it hard on me.
No,
like,
100%.
because, okay, no.
yeah.
So that is not the answer because I know she does notice me because, like, we lock eyes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's no conversation.
Right.
But I still don't know how to approach the situation because for me, it just feels awkward. Like I said, I'm not scared of the rejection. It's just awkward to me. And the way I played in my head is like, she's automatically giving me like, no, fuck that. Like, I ain't trying to talk to this guy. Why is this guy trying to hit me up in the gym? That's fucking weird.
But I feel like if you've locked eyes a couple times, like you're set.
You would think.
You know?
You would think.
You would think.
You would
Well,
think.
you could do it, you know?
Bro, this guy tomorrow at the gym, man. First thing, 6 a.m.
Or I see you doing some
doing
curls.
I call it the middle-aged man workout. Just fucking bicep curls like this and just stare through the mirror. At all the shorties in there.
I always got my hat
See
on,
who
you know,
locks
so people
eyes.
can't see my eyes, yo. I can't do the lost eyes thing. Like, yo, I don't know about you or even you if a guy walks by, but like when I see a girl walk by, I try so hard not to look because I am not trying to get booked out here, yo. I'm just like, don't look. Don't look. Do you guys feel the same way or is that just me?
No, I don't know. I kind of appreciate it, man. You know, because I do so many videos for fitness chicks. I'm like, oh, yo, that girl is in like really good shape, and I think I know what it takes to like get in good shape, and that shit was like ridiculous, bro. Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I'm just high at the gym, so I don't really notice. I'm very much like in the zone when I'm at the gym. So
Interesting. So you're
Yeah.
more like concentrated when you're high?
very, yeah.
Huh.
All right. So
Have
it's
you
just
guys ever
me.
done it?
No, I've
Be
done
high?
it, yeah.
No, like smoked and gone to the gym.
So be high
Yeah, at the gym.
at the gym.
At
Hell
the
yeah.
gym, not just high, at the gym. Really?
Oh yeah, all the time.
And
I don't know. Personally, I do it not often, but I do it. But like, I feel like I don't get as good of a pump.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
I-
lethargic in the gym. If I see somebody,
Yeah.
then I start chatting. If you know, like
Very
my breaks between sets are like 30 minutes instead of 30.
You're
instead of
not even
30
working out
seconds.
anymore.
I'm like, yo, I've been
Two
here.
sets goes home.
Yeah, I've been here for an hour and a half and I've done nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's time to pack it up and go home now.
Plate on one side, no plate on the other side.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah, like I was scared to fuck out one time. Like, yeah, I don't know.
But it's
man.
true. You
like,
got to be on point because the gym is a little bit dangerous, especially like, you know, when you start lifting heavier weight. If you fuck up, man, you know.
Well, I don't lift heavy weights, so I'm not really worried about that. But yeah.
But yeah, that shit was funny. I don't know where the whole conversation was going.
Honestly,
Yeah.
we were trying to touch on how do you talk to a girl, and I got really good advice, but I'm probably still not doing it.
Have you ever talked to a girl in the gym?
Yeah, and it was awkward as hell.
Really?
Yeah, just,
Didn't
like,
go anywhere?
She didn't say get the fuck out of my face, but like she said get the fuck out of my face without saying it.
Yeah.
Like I felt the energy,
Yeah.
so it's like, yeah, I don't know, I can't do it. Can't do it.
So how did you and James meet?
So we went, that was in New Zealand. We went to the same gym and it was like a small gym in the city. And we were always there at the same time. I swear it was like,
See, sounds like my story. Keep going.
James was stalking her, man. Yeah.
no, actually because,
James,
well,
look at me,
maybe.
man. You know you were
maybe.
stalking her, bro.
James off
Yeah.
camera's just laughing his face
Yeah.
off right now. He's
Well,
like,
let's be
yeah,
real.
I
She's a
was.
good-looking girl with great glutes. So why would you not, right?
Why would you not? But
And
go
then-
on.
Yeah, but I had a boyfriend at that time. So
Hey,
he
that
was
means
probably
nothing to
pretty
James.
just like fucked off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we went to the gym at the same time, like all the time. And you know what really got me is he went on the weekends, like long weekends.
Then you're
and
like,
I was
whoa,
like, yeah,
that's the
he's
guy I
committed.
want.
Yeah. So I was like, well, he's not out partying all the time, which like I wasn't. I mean, I was at the gym at the same time. And then I knew that I was leaving in a month to Canada. So I
Shoot your
literally
shot.
did. I had the one time at the gym, it was just us in the gym. And I didn't say anything. And I left and I was like, oh, fuck, why did I not say anything? And then I went back, like, I think it was like a couple days later or whatever.
She saw
and
him at Superstore. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And I literally just like, because there's an upstairs part of the gym and it was like a yoga room. And he was in the yoga room and I was outside like stretching, which like we were the only two people in the gym. Like, how is that? It was so obvious that I was following him around the gym. Like,
Yeah.
but I didn't think it was obvious. I was so oblivious. And then because I knew him from his friend and I was like, okay, I'm going to say something. And when he walked out, I was like, are you James? And then we just started talking and it was like,
Oh, so you played the dumb card. Oh, I know who he is, but I'm gonna be like, are you
like,
James?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I gotta do. I gotta figure out her friends, learn who she is, and then be like, are you Jessica?
It's a little bit of stalking. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Like a little creepy.
You
but
gotta just work it backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like
But
that.
Yeah.
I guess that's just the world nowadays, right? You got to be a little bit, you probably stalk them, find their social security number.
Find all of that. Credit card number. How much money they got.
Credit information, what car they drive.
Run their credit for real, yo.
So when you moved here, did you move here with James or?
I moved here and then he came probably 5 months after ish. Yeah.
You guys together at
So
that point?
We weren't together. No.
Oh, so you followed her, James.
Wow, you really liked her, man.
We should have gave him a mic.
Yeah.
We should have gave him a mic. But okay,
That's
that's
awesome,
cool
yeah.
though. So
Yeah,
and then you both
no,
came here and so do you guys kind of work on your guys the social media thing together, or how does that work?
Kind of, yeah. Like I, with YouTube and everything, like I don't really edit YouTube videos or whatever. I also don't film because I don't know. It's easier to have someone just follow you around. If
For
you're,
sure.
especially if you're training at the gym, it's nice to have like the movement and stuff. So he does a lot of that stuff, and just as the business is growing, it seems like I just need more help. So it's nice to be able to, with him in the same like kind of fitness space. It's nice that he understands all of that. He
That's a
also
fucking
understands
trooper.
that the glutes sell everything. So
He knows the angles.
he knows the angles. He
Knows
gets a
the
lot of
angles.
hate from like YouTube comments. It's so funny.
Hey, he gets a lot of hate, and then I'm over here. I'm like, yo, how do I get your job, bro?
No, the other day it was so funny. He was asking about some settings, and he thought it was my camera, right? You remember this? I'll never forget this. He thought it was my camera, right? And I pressed play or whatever to preview the file, and it was like her glutes or something, right? And he looks at the camera and goes, "Man, you have a nice job," right? Thinking it was clips of some chick I was filming, and meanwhile I'm so awkward. I'm like, "This is your camera, bro. This is your girlfriend."
That's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious.
What type of videos work for you
For me?
In
For
the
what?
gym.
for your brand? Like what based on like what you've seen like work for you? What are you really seeing works for you? What are you doing that works for you? Like what is your strategy kind of like moving forward?
My
With the hard
I
question.
was gonna say just before you answered, that was a question from Vince Raquel behind the camera.
And
Go ahead.
also, this is like one of the first questions he's asked ever.
Do you guys
So-
want to repeat
so round
the
of applause.
question?
No.
Oh,
We
okay.
just want to, because this guy's supposed to be on the mic with us.
Wait, you should repeat that one.
So
He's like,
long
I don't
story,
even know the question.
Literally, long story short, like what kind of videos are
I
good-
guess
like,
what
good?
format? Is it the shorts? Is it the long videos? And are you mostly like posting on Instagram and then TikTok, or like what's the order? What works better in which platform? Is that
Yeah. So TikTok is like the be all end all for me. When I found out that TikTok might be like banned, I freaked out because when I started online coaching, all of my girls came from TikTok. And I feel like TikTok is it builds that community, because you can, like we were talking about earlier, like you can be so real, and it's almost like a Snapchat story. It's not so like, you know, like aesthetic and you have to be perfect and whatever. That, like, I will forever be thankful of TikTok just for that. And then right now I'm trying to, like, with the Lifted Lifting page, I want to build the community from the Facebook group onto Instagram. So I'm working on that and trying to get really intense gym videos of the girls wearing like the lifted stuff. That stuff does really well. What else? YouTube shorts are blowing up. YouTube shorts
Really?
are crazy big.
I'm not even on there at all.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should do it. YouTube shorts are like crazy big. I think my last one like that blew up was like 3.3 million or something. And it was just this random video. A lot of hate on YouTube, but at the same time, like if you do reach the right audience, you get the right
So when you say
right?
a lot of hate, like a lot of hate comments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, obviously it's not the best thing to have in the world, but like, I don't know. It's like, I'm out here posting on whatever medium I'm posting on. And like the biggest thing that people want is people engaging in their content, whether it's good or bad. It's like, I'm like, well, fuck, I only had 3 people comment on my post, whatever. And it's like, I feel like I'm in the position where I would fucking embrace all of this hatred comment, and like if anything, it's like now you have something that you could like combat against and work with.
Definitely. I think that any publicity is good publicity. Like I think even if you are getting a lot of hate, even on YouTube, like I mean eventually YouTube will pay you for ads, you know? So it's like keep commenting,
keep hating,
guys.
yeah. You're actually
just
putting money in my pocket. Thank you.
And I think they're paying for shorts now too, right?
They are.
They're trying to steal some of the pie from Instagram and TikTok, and they're also charging a premium subscription, right? So I think they have a little bit of money to give away now.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the revenue come in? Like, are you monetized on YouTube?
Not yet. We're close. We're about like we're over halfway now, which is like the closest I've ever been. But we're so consistent now. We're posting a YouTube video every week. I'm posting a short every single day. So it's definitely growing, and it's so quick when it does grow, because you'll just have 1 or 2 videos blow up, and then all of a sudden your entire account will blow up. So I think actually within the last couple weeks, I was at 11,000 subscribers. Now I'm at like 21 or something, just within a couple weeks, just from shorts. So
That's crazy.
It's really good. I feel like YouTube is starting to throw their content in front of more like newer eyes. Whereas with Instagram, I feel like what you post only hits your feed. So it doesn't really go too far. Sometimes it does, and if it hits, it will. But I do feel like it's really easy to make things hit on TikTok or YouTube.
How do you make like viral videos? Like, do you have like a recipe for that, or do you just make a video and it just surprises you that it's viral?
Both. Actually.
So that's kind of like my question is like what. So like when we make videos, there's usually a format, right? Like you want to start with like the person's face. And then, for example, we go into a few workouts. What is your recipe? Like, what do you like what do you see works best when you're making a video? Like, do you start with, like, for example, I don't know what your content looks like, but do you start with like a shot of your ass or?
Yeah, I was gonna say glutes. Definitely. Yeah, it's like with the process. Like, I mean, I find that the videos that are like they were saying, like for a while they were like only post 7-second videos. Those were doing really well. They still do. I think the one that blew up was a 7-second video or something. And honestly, if you just post like my ass 7 seconds, write some stuff about fitness on it, those do really well. They do really well.
Yeah. I honestly love that for you, but I don't got that ass. What do I do?
Okay.
Well, she's got no solutions for
yeah.
It's like I gotta pack up and go home now.
Yeah, you better do some.
You have to find
you
someone
better do
like
some
me
hip
that
thrusts.
will pay you. No, another way is I feel like in the beginning of a video, if I'm like, guys, I'm high at the gym, it'll blow up because it's so different. like,
It's a very unique niche. I love it though. Yeah, even my wife loves it. She doesn't even really like smoke weed or go to the gym much, but it's just such. It's almost like a comedy, and it's like, I don't know. It's very.
So do you and James like come up with like video ideas on daily, or like how does that work? Like,
honestly,
on the spot?
like, yeah, it's just on the spot. Sometimes we'll be at the gym and we'll think of like 3 different ideas and we'll run up to each other and be like, oh my God, we should film this, or oh my God, we should do this. I feel like my content is really, it's really last minute. Like sometimes I'll film it that day and just edit it that day and send it out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure that all of it is, you know, weed and gym related, just because like that's my niche. That's what people want to see. And you're right. Even if people don't smoke and go to the gym, some people don't even go to the gym, but they'll just watch the content because it's funny,
different.
or they're a stoner, or, you know, whatever.
What's your turnaround time for, like, for example, you're shooting, or you're editing, and when do you like to post? Like, do you have a secret like time, or not secret, but is there a time that you like to post or don't post?
Tell us all your secrets is basically what Vince is saying.
Pass the
No,
sauce.
Like, how do we blow up?
No, it's just interesting because like other people, like people have different. Like I know I have my own style, right? All these guys have their own style. Like I'm just wondering what your style is.
I don't post too late at night. I would say any time between like, and not too early in the morning either. I'm like, hey, when are people actually like, a lot of times it's the afternoon, because I feel like people are bored by the afternoon. Like even if they're working, it's just kind of like, they're like, what do I do? Yeah, I'm gonna
Afternoon,
scroll.
like noon to 3.
Like noon to 5, maybe. 5 is kind of pushing it, because by the time people come home, you know, they're hanging out with their family. They're not really on their phone as much. Maybe they're watching a show or whatever. That's just I'm just guessing. Don't take any of that as like actual facts. But that's what I found, like 12 to 5 usually. Yeah.
And how long does it take for you to edit?
Oh, editing and stuff takes a while. I feel like the problem is I'm really picky with my content, because I still want the funny parts and I still want to be myself and be like, oh, if I spill something, it's whatever. And I feel like a lot of times if I had an editor for a while, and I feel like if I sent him that stuff, it wouldn't get done the way that I want it to be done.
It would either be cut or they would put it in a way that you don't want it.
Yeah, exactly. And I want it to almost emphasize that funny part. So really me editing is probably like, it could probably take like an hour or 2, depending how many. Sometimes for a while I had this strategy where I was like, okay, I'm going to, you know, film a bunch of content at the gym. I would film for about like an hour, maybe 2 hours ish, film a bunch of stuff, and then I would edit all of it in that night. And to me, that makes it feel so much like work. And I'm really trying to avoid that feeling of work with my job, which is like really hard.
Yeah.
So you do
But-
a video at a time.
Now I do.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm starting to be a little bit more consistent and a little bit more structured. Like I said, I want the lifted page to be really like structured and good and whatever. But I think with my stuff, I like having no system. Like I like being like, okay, as soon as I get samples in or as soon as I get clothing in, I'm just going to film it. Fuck it. I'll throw it up, whatever. And sometimes I can film a video and edit it within like 20 minutes, depending how long it is.
She's better
But
than
yeah,
us, bro.
that's my system. But it's not like
Hire
my
her.
stuff is that good though. Like you guys are like,
It doesn't need to be that
Really
good. It
good
needs to be
editing.
engaging, and it needs to capture an audience, what you're doing.
yeah.
Have you experimented with like templates versus editing on like a Final Cut Pro, and what do you think? Do you think one reaches further than the other?
Like, are you using templates from like CapCut or something?
Or
Oh.
templates on like TikTok or like Instagram
Yeah.
Reels?
No, but I have heard that stuff is supposed to do better than if you edit off of Instagram. I like to edit off of Instagram. I have had so many times where I've edited a reel on Instagram and either the writing is not there or the music doesn't come up. It's so frustrating. Like I feel like Instagram always does that. And so I started editing. I use VN. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's like a really easy app on your phone that you can use. And I find, honestly, I think the algorithm matters, and I think that, you know, sometimes when you're using templates and whatever, it's going to do better, it's going to do worse. But I think it comes down to like having that community and just like that kind of thing to grow your page. Because like now the girls are sharing my content and stuff, and it's a little bit more real rather than relying on the algorithm to do that, you know?
That's a good point for sure. So you mentioned your lifting clothing store. Like, what other pages do you have, and what are they focused on, I guess?
I actually just deleted 2 pages today. So it's funny that you say
Okay,
that.
yeah.
So
How come?
I had a model page, and that was great. Like, I honestly, modeling is like another one of my hobbies. Like, I love doing it. But when you're running a business, like, you really have to think about what you're putting out and what you're pushing. And I feel like that page, first of all, had no structure. And also my fitness page. So I had Elyse Camille Fitness.
Mm-hmm.
And that was for getting online clients. But I'm not really doing online clients anymore. It's Lifted that's doing them with the trainers. So I just deleted those 2 pages.
That page was huge too,
Like,
wasn't it? How many followers do you have on that?
49K or something.
Yeah.
Next time,
Yeah.
talk to me first. Pass that to me. I'll transfer my shit to it.
I
like,
heard about that, man. Like people selling their TikTok, so they'll build it up. They'll like
buy that shit.
they'll repost a bunch of like cool videos. They'll build it up, and then they flip it for like 5-10 racks.
Flip that
yeah.
shit to me, yo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll sell it.
yeah, but
You gotta buy
that's
it
what I
next
mean.
time,
Yeah.
yo. You gotta buy it next time. And after this podcast, I'm sure you're gonna have a lot more buyers.
Everyone's like, I'll buy it. Yeah, and then I have, so Elyse Camille Official is my official Instagram page, like just me.
Mm-hmm.
That page is more geared around just kind of behind the scenes stuff and just what I'm doing. Like, I feel like I use social media not as an outlet, but just as like a way to share things with everyone else. Like, as the business is growing, I really want to share that part of things, but I also want the Lifted Lifting official page to be just the business. So I don't want to show all the behind the scenes on that page. So I'm kind of using my page as that, you know? And then TikTok, I just fuck around and get high and go to the gym. That's my TikTok account.
Nice.
And that one's growing like crazy, so I love it.
What is that one at now?
I think it's at 200K
Yeah,
or something.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
She said K,
Yeah.
not just 200. Don't get it twisted.
So it's basically down to Lifted Lifting, your official, and then TikTok.
Yep. And then just YouTube.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how many on YouTube?
I think we're at 21. Are we at 23? 21K or
Okay.
something. Yeah.
And what is
Yeah.
the at? So we can put that in, and then. we
Oh,
can
that is also Elyse Camille Official.
okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Did you have any? Oh no, you had a question from Priscilla,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Can you explain this whole?
So we kind of do a little segment where we ask a question on the previous podcast, and then we get them to leave a question for the next guest.
I
So
love
our
that.
last guest left you a question, and they asked, if you could choose one superpower, what would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would love to stop time. If I could just stop time just so that I could chill for like, that would be a vibe.
That's so Elyse.
To just chill. Wow, that was a fucking killer answer. I was not expecting you to say to just chill. I was not expecting that. I like that. I like that.
That's what I want to do. Yeah.
Right?
I love that. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Did you have any final remarks?
No, I mean that was good. I guess the other thing is, what question would she leave for the next?
Yeah,
guest?
so I like to just have them write it down. So we'll get you to write it off camera, and then we'll ask that one on the next on the next show.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then whatever you wanted to plug or whatever you wanted to say, you can just
Yeah,
say
like
right
you
in
can
camera
give
and
your
then-
at.
This is her camera.
Oh,
yeah.
this is mine?
Yeah.
What do you want me to say? Give my ad?
I don't know. Just follow me at Elyse
Oh.
Camille
How can we find
Official.
you?
Best glutes in the city.
Hire this guy.
Yeah.
Hire this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, best glutes in Calgary. I would say Canada, Calgary. The world, I don't know. I don't really care. Elyse Camille Official is my Instagram and YouTube, and my TikTok, and then Lifted Lifting Official if you want to see some stoner gym rats.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
maybe just fuck. If you would have said like come get high and work out with me, you know?
This guy wanted a full ass
That's really
slogan.
salesy. Come get
Yeah,
high.
yeah,
and
Yeah,
work out
he
with
wanted the slogan.
Never mind.
me. Fake
Better
review
luck
it.
next
Yeah,
time.
Oh, hashtag glutes for reference.
Hashtag glutes for reference. All right, well, that's the pod. And if you didn't like that shit, better luck next time.